Hello everyone, welcome to the second presentation of Java. In this presentation, in this session, we are going to focus on the basics of Java. In particularly, how to build a simple program from scratch. What are the meanings of every single word in the in particular simple program, and how to compile and execute such programs in two ways. One in the conventional command line prompt, and another one is how to download an integrated development environment IDE. In this session, I would recommend to use IntelliJ Community Edition, which is a stable edition from JetBrains, and we will be having some video tutorials how to select and how to install it actually. And then we will be proceeding with the compiling and execution of program there also. Though executing Java programs in IDE is very simple, I would recommend to go in the conventional way by using a notepad and setting the paths. But in perhaps compiling and executing in an IDE gives you an upper hand there. It compiles, there is a chance of linking error and other errors would be easy. And it also has an auto complete option which does wonders for you, and that you will be experienced while be using um, IntelliJ for the first time. Just getting straight into the topic. Here is a sample program to print hello world that in the display. So we start with, since Java is a proper object oriented program that should have at least one class. So here the class is defined as public class hello world. The name of the class is hello world here, into which the class, the main method or the main function is resides into it. So going into the class, now the first word is public static void main. So this is like our main method, main function in C and C++, and within the curly bracket, a string args that acts as a parameters for the main function. And into the main function now, so there is a command line with a double slash, prints hello world in the terminal window, which means that command line describes the next line, so which is going to print hello world, that is inside the double quotation in the terminal window, in the console window. So we are using here system.out.print, which is followed by the bracket, which is followed by the close bracket and the double quoted inside the text which you wanted to display on the screen. Is almost similar like printf. Okay, and the double quotation ends the statement, and there everything has been closed with the close set bracket. So these are the three simple lines in fact. this these three lines have it is used to display a string or a phrase or a sentence in the display. Let's see what will happen in the next step. So when you listen carefully, the last slide which I have explained, you must be noted that the name of the class as well as the name of the file is the same, which is called hello world. In fact, the first letter is both or capital. If you shouldn't uh, didn't notice it, you can go back and see it. Also, towards the end of the explanation, I would have told, in fact, there is only three lines, but actually there are four lines. I ignored the command line because compiler also ignores the command line. They will never consider whatever you have written, which is followed by the double slash, or else slash asterisk and your command line if it is a multi-line. Then which is also followed, which ends with asterisk and slash. So that starts with slash asterisk star slash star symbol, and your command line goes to multi-line and it ends with star slash. So Java compiler doesn't compile the command line, so that I told 3 lines in the program. Okay, coming to this slide, here they, by using the editor, either it is a text editor or IDE, we have typed the program, and we save the program as hello world.java. Because why are we using the hello world.java? Since it is a Java program, we are using java.java. And why should we use the same word hello world? Because the main class, there is a class in the program called hello world. In that class only main method is residing. So I'm telling the compiler that there is no need to search for all the classes. You just straight away go to the class. In that class only main method is there, so you start your execution from there. So that is what we are intimating. And this Java program gets compiled, and which is converted into its equivalent bytecode, and it is saved as hello world.class in the same folder, in the same place where the hello world.java has been written, has been saved. And then this hello world.class, this bytecode of the our text editor, our program, our source code has been sent to JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Here it has been executed, and since the program has been written to display a single string on the display on the screen, that is which is inside the double quotation hello world, that will be displayed on the screen as the output. This is a very important part of the session, and this slide will explain you why are we using public, static, void. These are the keywords before main method. And public, and first we have to understood that what is the purpose of main method. Main method is the entry point of the program from which the program has been started to execute it. The program has been started to execute from the line 1 of the main program, whichever the language you consider. In concern C, C++, and Java, I told. Okay. So in this case, main method has to be invoked, the invoked first, which main method is the main function is the function that has to be called by the compiler first. So in this case, if I put it inside a class, in Java we know that everything that should comes under a class. So main method also a method that will be putting into some other classes. So in such case, if I didn't make the method as public, I need to generate an object to access the main method. So it contradicts the previous statement. The execution itself starts from the line 1 of the main function. Then how can you create an object to the uh, before execution? So which is not possible. So I'm making this class, sorry, this method as public. And making this class as public, I mean this method is visible to outside of the class, so that JVM can call the class, sorry, can call the method and starts its execution. So that is the first thing. Second is static. Static is a keyword that gives uh, two meanings. First thing is static will be used whenever you want to have a single copy of it. For example, if you are using a counter for counting the number of objects instantiated throughout the program. So how many objects can be created? So like this, you are using a counter. For that, there should be only one variable that counts all the objects. Inside, if you put the counter to all the classes inside the classes, then how can the class, the variable, the counter inside a class knows the other classes? So which is not possible. So for a variable or a function that is common to all the classes, that has to be kept as a single copy, that will be called as static. And another important aspect of static is the static members can be accessed without using object. So that is very, very important. We have to uh, make the main method as class, static and public. The next is why, that depends upon the method actually. In this case, if the method doesn't return anything, it would be void. Okay, so main is the keyword. Main is the name of the method, name of the function, and which is followed by string args. String, you know that string is a data type. String is a native data type in Java, unlike in C++. String is known to Java as a native data type. So it take all the arguments as a string. So it will process a main method in Java will process everything as strings. So this is what it conveys. In this slide, we are going to discuss about creating a user-defined method in Java. So likewise, main method, this method also starts with public and static, because being keeping method as private, it cannot be accessed outside the class. So it is very important to make the method as public and static. And int refers to the return type of the function. After the function getting executed, it must return something to the compiler. In this case, the method max returns an integer value. See, at the last line of the function, there is a statement, it return a result. Then we have to go and check what kind of a data can be stored in return result. So into the function, we are coming into in the first line of the function, we are declaring result as int. So this, after the execution of the function, this function max is returning an integer. So this should be told to the compiler while it was declaring the first time. So since it is a definition, we are telling it as a return type. Then max is the name of the method, and that follows two parameters. So it takes two inputs. So in order to execute the method, in order to execute the task to which the function has been written, to achieve the task, it needs two input, two numbers, two integer values. One is num a and another is num b, which means if you are using name here num a and num b, which means that are going to use inside the function. So you should use the same name as num a and num b, because the integer values are assigned here. The first integer value in the function call is assigned to num a, and the second integer value is assigned to num b. So before it coming into the first line of a function itself, it has the value for num a and num b in the function call itself. So in the first line, in result, we are declaring result as an integer, and there follows an if loop. If condition, if is a construct which is used to check a condition whether it is true or false. If it is true, a particular set of statement has to be executed, or else the other set of statement has to be executed. So whenever a condition has been checked, whenever there is a constraint to be checked, we are using if is a very simple construct which is used here. I'm checking number a is greater than number b. If the number a is greater than number b, I should assign number a to result, or else I should assign number b to result. So which means which number is maximum number, I'm assigning it as result. Then after coming from the construct, we are returning the result. So this function has been returned to check, to return the maximum of two numbers. If I want to call the function max, I have to call the method with two integer values, so that this method can pick which is the maximum number and assign to the result, and it returns. Okay, here we are going to write a sample program, Java program, in the desktop. Okay, here is a new text document. I'm opening it. Here it is a new text document that has nothing. So I am writing the first line as a public class, because I have to write at least a single class, or else my program cannot be run. Okay, here I'm running. I'm making the name of the class as try. Done. And okay, I'm opening I'm inside the class now. Next is public static void main. So you need a method which is public static void main, and we have already discussed about it and what are the reason we are doing this. Since it is an args is an array, string array, we are putting square bracket near strings. Okay, now we are into the um, main function. Okay, now we are going to write our first line. System is a class system dot out, which is an object of the class system dot out dot print ln. So ln must be a method because it follows by two parentheses, which is almost similar to main function. So whenever you're writing a function, there must be a curly bracket. So since it also follows a curly bracket, println must be a function that is defined in the class system. Out is a object to the class system, which is defined as a predefined class that we will be discussing in later. So what we should print, whatever you want to print on a screen, that must be written inside the double quotation, that we already know in the C and C++ itself. Try Java. So we wanted to display this, and every statement must end with a semicolon. So here the main method has been over, here the class has been over. So look at the class of the name of the class, try. So we must save this as try. That is very important. Go save as, and here you must be using it try dot java, and here you must select from text document to all files, and now it is try.java. It will be saved. Just go and check. Here it is try.java. Done. Okay, now we are going to run it in the command prompt. So you type cmd, it will be the command prompt. I'm opening it. Before doing anything, you must check whether the Java has been properly installed on your system and all this path has been set correctly. So to check it, you must use java space hyphen version. This command will check the version of the Java JDK which has been installed in your machine. If you are installing it correctly, see here we have installed the version 14. So we must have three things: Java version, Java SC environment, which is the JDK, JVM, and hotspot bit server 64 server. So by doing this, we confirmed that we have successfully installed Java. Okay. Next thing is you must go to the folder where the file has been located. Where is the file? Here in the desktop. Okay, it is in the desktop. Okay. Let's go to the desktop using the change dir, use dir, and it will list down all the directories in C. So there is a desktop. Yes, it is desktop. If you want to go to desktop, you use cd space capital D, yes, ktop, desktop. So we are into the desktop. So here is where the file has been located. You can check it also by using dir. You can see this much of files I had it. Here you see try.java, this here. Okay, now we wanted to compile the file. So what is the syntax to compile it? Java C try.java. Let's see whether it compiled or it has any errors. Oh, it is compiling. Come on. If there is any error, it will be prompt here. So unfortunately we have written our first Java program correctly. This is my first Java program too. Okay, Love it. We are going into the compile. We have already compiled it. Let's check whether there is a file called try.class which I have insisted in the previous lecture. Let's check. How to check it? Simply use dir. See, here is the class file, so it gets compiled successfully. This is the object code which is going to be run in few seconds. Let's run it. How to run it? Java try. You should not use .java here or .class here. It's simply Java try. Java calls the JVM and it asks to execute the file try. Let's see whether it works or not. Oh my god, it works. This is something we have written inside the system.out.println. And system.out.print and system.out.println. There are two types of display functions which are using commonly. If you are using system.out.print, after printing this java dot dot, your prompt will be here. If you are using system.out.println, there is a line inserted that is here. Since we are using system.out.println, after displaying the output, leave a line and then the prompts. If I use system.out.print, immediately after this line it will become coming this. Okay, we did our first exercise successfully. So here we are going to download uh, JetBrains Java IDE, which is called IntelliJ community edition, so which is a stable version. So we are searching here java sorry JetBrains, the official website. Once you clicked in, the official website of JetBrains will be loaded, and which is called JetBrains developer tools for professionals and teams. So this is one such company who is developing IDEs for all the languages and all the platforms that you have came to across. You can name a platform, I will tell. So here is the collection of always this particular JetBrains company is always updating their tools as per the industry. So in the corporate world, people are used to work in the IDEs over here. So you can see they are free for education and open source project. And also there is a Kotlin ID, which is the Kotlin is a language that has been developed last 2 years before, and you can see there are a lot of IDs available for these languages: Ruby and Rails, JavaScript, Mac OS, Python, etc. and etc. So instead of downloading all such IDs by our own selves, instead we are going to download an app called Toolbox app, which controls all the downloads. So we are going to click the download toolbox app, and the landing page will be like this. In that, you are going to check whether the download is in zip file or exe. That is in zip, convert it to exe file and then download. Once you click the download will be initiated, and here the download will be initiated and will be getting downloaded over here. Okay, after getting completed, let's see how to install and do all such stuffs, which is followed by the downloading after getting downloading the toolbox actually. Let's see in the next presentation. And here you can see after it is getting downloads, the JetBrains toolbox, a pink color cube here just near to VLC. It is downloaded in the downloads folder. You can double click the exe to get installed, and let's see after getting installing and all. Okay, so we have just seen how to install toolbox, JetBrains toolbox. After it getting installed, it would be like this, and to the right bottom corner of your desktop, where daytime and all will be there, no? Okay, there. uh, in the list there'll be a lot of IDEs. You can see there is an Android Studio, PyCam Professional, WebStorm, CLine, PHP Storm. In that you will be selecting IntelliJ IDEA Community. You must be care should be taken. IntelliJ IDEA Community 2020.1 should be installed. There is a one more option before that. You should not install that. You should be checking it whether it is an IDEA Community or Ultimate, something else like that. So you should select it and then give install. If you get install, it gets automatic. If you click install, if it gets automatically installed in the background, so you no need to worry. You can do your works anytime. After getting installed, it will prompt you that it will be getting installed and all. Then we can open our ID and start our new project. Okay, let's see how it would be opening the IntelliJ ID for the first time. For me too, as well. So let's see. Here is the JetBrains toolbox and idea community. Here is that. Okay, we are opening it and it is getting open. So here comes JetBrains privacy policies. Okay, we will confirm and giving continue. Don't send any anonymous statistics, which is so important. Okay, don't send. And JetBrains is getting open. So this step differs from every system to system. Since my RAM is 12 GB RAM, it is getting opened in fraction of seconds. So it depends on the how much RAM you are having in your PC. So this step will be different. The time of opening the ID will get differs. Okay, okay. We are going to create a new project, and before that, let's see whether we need to configure or no. We are going in Java. Is here is see Java version 14 is already there. Yes, it is there. There is nothing to be. See, you can select Java FX and Java Android, and you can develop an Android version too. Here, there are several other programming languages are listed here, including Kotlin. So here we are going to Java. So it is already selected as Java version 4, and I given next. So create project from template. Okay. And next, what is my project name? My project name will always be try. Okay, it is there, it is, see where it is. It is user idea projects and try. Okay, then I will be giving it finish. Now it is opening. Let's see what will be the ID. Okay, main.java. You see here, public class main is already there. See, these are tip of the day. There will be several tips daily on a daily basis. The company will be giving. If you want to read, you can read, or else you can close it. At this moment of I just don't want to read it, but it is advisable to read it. Okay, you can see in IDE it is already there. You know, while we are typing in the notepad, we are typing from the line one. Here you see public class main and all, we are writing it, but here it is there. We need to write only here. What is that? System.out.println try Java. Let's try out here. System. Oh, it is already in around commands line, so we delete the command line and try to start now. Yes, ystm system dot out dot println. Okay, and then secure. See, I'm typing only one brace, it itself closed. So it's very easy, see how I'll be typing only one double quotation, there will prompt two. You see, yeah. So these are the benefits of using ID. The so these type of syntax errors will get reduced to a great extent. Okay, what we must what we must write there, system.out try Java. Yes, try Java. Oh, oh, oh. Here, try Java. Okay, here it is done. And let's see where to compile it. There is a thing called build project. Here, run main. Here it is save main configuration. So here, what does that run with coverage and debug main? Let's debug main. Is there anything? There is a problem here. See, we are forgetting the semicolon. Now it is okay. Yeah. Now, actually, we should be running here. I'm mistaken it there. Okay, let's see what will happen. So here you see, try Java. But actually, you should not run here. You should be running here. This is where you could run it. No, we done a mistake actually. So just closed it and run it here. See, it gets compiled. It getting compiled here, and the output has been came here. Try Java. Simple. It is as simple as that. Okay. So we are saving that. If you want to save, you can save it. Control S. Everything will be saved. Then you can exit from the ID here. You can exit. Exit. It is done. Oh, congratulations! You are a Java programmer now. Now you can program in two ways in the conventional Java programmer, as Sun Microsystems suggest, and you also know how the corporate people are working Java in their industries now. Okay, this is a big step. This would be a big step because Java is a language that opens a many pathway whether you can select. There are n number of ways you can develop your Java skills. See, you can develop websites, you can develop web applications, you can develop desktop applications, you can develop widgets, you can develop mobile applications, apps. You can use database connectivity. You can name anything you can do with Java. All the other languages would be easier now once you get used to Java. So this is a high time, and you people are already a programmers now.